All right, let's talk about something that's probably happening right under your nose in your sales and marketing teams. It's called the digital skills gap. Today, we're going to break down what it is, why it's costing you more than you think, and this is the best part, how the solution is actually hiding in plain sight right within your own team.
So let me ask you this and be honest. Is your sales and marketing team really future ready? Like truly ready for whatever technology throws at them next? It's a tough question, right? Because for a lot of businesses, if they're being real with themselves, the answer is probably not. And look, it's not just a feeling. The research is clear. There's a huge digital skills gap out there, and it's holding companies back. But, and this is a big but, there is a clear path forward. It's not some impossible mountain to climb. And that's exactly what we're going to map out for you today. Okay, first things first. Let's dig into the research and see what this skills gap actually looks like. So here's the interesting thing about this gap. It's not that people are complete beginners. No, most of your team probably has the basics covered. The real issue? They're kind of stuck. They've hit this proficiency plateau where they're not beginners, but they're definitely not experts either. And it's that lack of advanced skill that really keeps them from moving the needle. So what's the big deal about being stuck in the middle? Well, that plateau we just talked about, it has some very real and very expensive consequences for your business. Yeah, these consequences are no joke. We're talking about missed opportunities because your team just can't move fast enough. We're talking about a real drag on productivity. And think about it, every time a new technology comes out, it's a huge struggle to adapt. A lot of this is because the training that does happen is just all over the place. A webinar here, a workshop there, nothing ever really sticks. And this slide really gets to the heart of the problem. On the one hand, you have the current reality for so many companies. Training is inconsistent, it's reactive, and frankly, it's not enough to keep up. But what's really needed is the total opposite. Structured, continuous training that's plugged directly into what the business is trying to achieve. Okay, so far it might sound a little doom and gloom, but here comes the twist in the story. Because hidden inside this big challenge is an absolutely massive opportunity. And it's probably in the last place you'd think to look. This right here, this quote, is maybe the most important takeaway from all the research. Employees are intensely interested and motivated to engage in the initiative of upskilling. Let that sink in. Your team wants to learn. They are hungry for it. The motivation isn't something you have to create. It's already there. You know, this completely changes the game. This means you're not trying to push a giant boulder uphill. You don't have to force this on people. Your team is actually your number one ally in this fight. That motivation they have, that's the rocket fuel you need to close this gap for good. Okay, so we get the problem, and we found this incredible built-in motivation. So, what do we do with it? How do we actually turn that into action? Well, let's look at the blueprint. The research gives us this really practical 6-step action plan. You can see it starts with the what and how, things like continuous training and using a blended learning approach. Then it moves into the who, fostering the right culture, getting specialists involved. And finally, it closes the loop with regular check-ins to make sure it's all working. Now let's double-click on that blended learning piece for a second. I know, it can sound like just another corporate buzzword, but it's actually a really powerful idea. It just means we stop relying only on, say, a 2-day workshop. Instead, we create a whole ecosystem of learning, combining different methods to make sure the training is engaging and, most importantly, that it actually sticks. And a good mix looks a lot like this. You've got your workshops, sure, but you're also bringing in e-learning that people can do on their own time. You're adding mentorship, which is just huge. You're trying other things. See, the magic isn't in any single slice of this pie. It's about giving people options so they can learn in the way that clicks for them. And building that digital culture we talked about, it really is a team sport. Everyone has a part to play. Leadership has to walk the talk and create a safe space for innovation. The organization as a whole needs to put its money where its mouth is, investing in specialists and doing regular checkups on skills. And those specialists become the go-to people for help and support. It's all connected. So when you do all of this, when you follow the plan and build the culture, what's the end game? What are we really aiming for here? Well, the goal is so much bigger than just learning the next hot marketing tool. It's about building a resilient workforce, a team that sees constant transformation not as a threat, but as an opportunity, a team that can adapt and thrive no matter what comes next. It's basically about future-proofing your entire organization. All right, so let's boil it all down. If you take away just 3 things from this, make it these.
Number one, this digital skills gap is real, and it is a risk to your business. Number two, your people, your team, they're your secret weapon. They want to learn. And number three, if you get strategic about it, you can turn this whole challenge into one of your biggest competitive advantages. For real.
So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. After hearing all this, what's the very first small, concrete step your organization is going to take to start bridging this gap? What's that one thing you can do tomorrow?